Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we renovated one of our rental homes. Some of the jobs in this video were done by us, and some of them were outsourced to a contractor. We tackled this project during the summer, and we'll show you the final results at the end of the video. So first we started landscaping the front of the house, and as you can see we have bought these yellow rocks. They're called goose eggs. And we also dug holes for plants, and we surrounded them by goose eggs as well. And my grandfather was here to help for some of this project. So here my grandfather and I would shovel rocks into the wheelbarrow, and my dad would wheel them to the front. And this is what it looked like after shoveling rocks onto the first part of our project. So we put this black tarp underneath the rocks so weeds would not grow when the rocks are put down. And here's my dad just shoveling over. And this is kind of what it looked like after we finished landscaping this area. And here we are power washing most of the back of the house. I was kind of in charge of power washing most of this, so here I am. Yeah, so we first power washed the walls, and then we went on to power wash the floor later on. And it made a big difference. It made it look a lot newer. And then we moved on to power washing like the actual patio, and this took a little more time because of how much larger it was, but it was definitely worth it in the end. This was good because we got to remove most of like the grime and dirt that once was there, and after we did it, it looked relatively new, so we were pretty pleased with it. After a while, we eventually did finish it, but it did take a while. It took like a couple hours. And here we are at the shed, and it's a bit dirty, and once you get a close-up here you'll be able to tell that the dirt's not going to go anywhere, so we did also decide to power wash this as well. And here my grandfather is power washing most of it. And as you go down the side here, you can really see how much of a difference it makes, because it doesn't really make it look all that new. And here's the finished product. So the top flooring in our house used to be carpet, so we completely removed that and decided to make a new oak hardwood floor. So we hired a contractor to install this wood, and you can see them measuring and taking out all the old carpet materials that used to be there. And again, there's some things throughout this project that we weren't able to do on our own, so we just hired professionals to do them, example being the floor. this is a nice product. As you can see throughout the room, we had removed the baseboards to do this project, so later on we would have to put them back on, but it went pretty well. And our stairs used to be carpet as well, so you can see all the bits and pieces remaining from that. And then at the end we have this wood finisher put on, which gave it a nice and glossy look. So we liked the wood finisher upstairs, so we decided to put it downstairs as well. So what you're seeing here is a sanded finish, so we can start applying the gloss or the wood finisher to the bottom floor as well. And here's the top floor and master bedroom, completely done with everything vacuumed and everything pretty much finished. And we're back outside. So we decided to also do the same thing in the back with the goose eggs, and as you can see here, it turned out pretty well. Here we removed all the kitchen cabinet doors to refinish them. And the first step that we took to refinish the doors was to sand them. And while that was happening, my grandfather was sanding the front door steps so we could eventually paint it white. And here's what it looks like. And after finishing the cabinet doors, my sister and my father, they both went in the garage and got ready to paint. So they prepped all the doors, they laid them out on a flat surface so they could paint them bright white. So before we started to paint, we labeled all the cabinet doors, so when we're done painting, we wouldn't be confused on where to put it on which hinge in the kitchen. It made it a whole lot easier. And here they are starting their first coat. So here we're just letting them dry for some of them, and some of them are getting painted. And here is round 2 of my father applying the paint to the cabinets. And this is what they looked like the next day, bright white. And we noticed our vents were a little dusty. Well, a little more than a little, but you get the point. We had to clean these out, and after we cleaned all the vents out, we looked at our furnace, which looks like it hasn't been cleaned in at least 10 years, and we had to get rid of all the spider webs, hair, and dirt that would accumulated probably over the years. So here my sister is tackling this daunting task, and she did a pretty good job. And here we are, cleaning and getting ready for probably my least favorite part of this project, the painting part. So we got to cleaning all the windowsills. And here's our little Chipotle lunch break. Here's my sister being a little annoyed that she's being recorded. And this was probably the most eventful part of all of our days, eating lunch. And this is the semi-gloss primer that we used. And we applied this to like doors and stuff, and it made it look really new. And here my sister is putting back in the doors after the contractors put in the new floor. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? And for the ceilings in general, in multiple of these rooms, it was really hard to like get it right on the first try, because we weren't really that experienced at painting ceilings. So we had to do it over and over and over again, which was not fun. And here we are, ready to paint the rest of the room, which is just the walls at this point. So we had frog tape all around the ceiling. And we painted the walls for the bottom floor. And then we got to painting the higher walls, which was also pretty hard to do. And we noticed the sunroof of our bathroom looking a little damaged, so we decided to sand this off and repaint it as well. So here my father is sanding it off. And it looked pretty well done after. And then we had to paint the ceiling of our bathroom, which was also kind of a little annoying because it was on a slant, so it was a little harder to do. And we also installed brand new kitchen appliances. And here we are replacing this fence gate. And from what I remember when I was little, I used to jump over the fence and unlock the door from behind, which was pretty easy to do, so I think this was a great idea. Here we wanted to paint our front door, so we used some heavy-duty paint for it. And we did the same for the outside top of the door as well. And we also noticed this outer border has received its fair share of wear and tear, so we fixed that as well. So here we're getting ready to paint these side edges and like middle steps of the stairs, so it would look a lot nicer, because as it was, it looked kind of dirty, so we had to clean that up and paint it again. And for in between the stairs, we used this all-purpose acrylic latex silicone, and it gave it that nice touch that it needed. And here's the silicone across one of the stairs, which gave it that nice refined touch. So we did that for all of the stairs. And here we are sanding the edges of the cabinet, because we realized that if we left it as it is, the cabinet's contrast to the white would look a little bit odd, so we also painted these edges in. And here we are back to power washing. This time we power washed the front porch, or like the front step. This is just to make the sidewalk leading to her house look nice. And here we hired another contractor to clean off the tiles and get all that existing dirt out to make it look brand new. decided to do this from the kitchen area to the dining area, and it gave it a nice clean look. Here we are reinstalling the cabinets from before that we painted. Here we decided to put the black knobs onto the doors, which gave it this nice and modern look. So here we are prepping to paint the garage doors. So my father's just cleaning it down with the cloth. And here's us painting. And here's the finished result of that. We also got a contractor to replace 2 windows and a patio door. And here are the baseboards sticking out of our minivan at Home Depot. And we painted all the baseboards and are cutting them to size. And here we're installing brand new baseboards. And here we're reapplying the silicone to give it a seamless finish. And here we have self-leveling sealant for our driveway. So first we have to remove the old sealant that was there prior, and we replaced it with new sealant. And here's the finished product of our home. The roses have bloomed, and we worked really hard on this project. Here are the finished pictures, and the house looks really nice. It basically looks brand new. And if you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.